Good morning, students. Myself Kanhaiya, and here I am continuing the lecture of gravitation. So today my topic is escape velocity. This topic is very important topic, and from here you can expect one question in NEET exam and JEE exam. So one question will come from this topic because this topic is very interesting topic also, and this is one of the most important topic of gravitation also. So what is escape velocity? First you have to understand the definition of it. The definition of escape velocity is that before understanding the definition of, let us understand that what is the concept behind escape velocity. Suppose that this is Earth. This is Earth. And on this Earth, suppose that if I will throw any object, then what will happen? If suppose I will throw the object will return back, right? Object will return back. For example, suppose that this is my object, I want to throw this, and suppose that I am on the Earth and I want to throw this object in a upward direction. If suppose I will throw, what will happen? It will go with some velocity, and at the final position, what will happen? Its velocity will become 0, and again then Earth will pull it in the downward direction, so it will come back. If suppose I will give it 5 meters per second, so it will go less height. If I will give 10 meters per second, it will go more height. That means if I will give more initial velocity, then it will go up to more height. But what will happen? That every time, suppose that if I will increase the initial velocity, what will happen? The object will come like this. Actually, it's like projectile. You know now what is the formula of projectile? That is equal to us by sine 2 theta by g. That means we know that in the projectile range is directly proportional to us square. We know this thing. So if suppose that if I will give 5 meters per second, it will come like this. If I will give 10 meters per second, so if initial velocity will increase, range will be also increase. So it will come like this. If suppose I will give 15 meters per second, it will come like this, right? So there will be some velocity. There will be some velocity when the object can escape gravitational field. For example, suppose that if I will ask you that when I am throwing you with some velocity, then why you are returning back on Earth? The answer is very simple. Someone will tell, says, Earth loves me, that's why I am returning back on Earth. But what is actual answer? That actually there is some acceleration due to gravity. For example, suppose that if I will leave this thing, then Earth will pull it. That means Earth is applying one force of attraction, and that is according to Newton's second law of motion, F is equal to ma. And what is acceleration due to gravity on the Earth? G, and G value is 10 meters per second square. That means Earth is applying some force on this mass. How much? M into G. That means mass of the marker into acceleration due to gravity. And with that amount of force, Earth is pulling this in downward direction, right? So Earth is pulling this in downward direction. That's why after some time its velocity will become 0 and then it will fall. See, when I will throw it, after some time its velocity will become 0 and then it will fall back. If suppose I will throw it with more velocity, then what will happen? It will go more height. If I will throw it some more velocity, then it will go some more height, right? That means if I will increase the velocity, then height will also increase, right? तो हम इसको जितना ज्यादा इनिशियल वेलोसिटी से फेंकेंगे, it will go much more maximum height. So maximum height will increase. Is it? Okay. Now see this thing, that if suppose that Earth is making a gravitational field around it now, each and every mass is making a gravitational field around it. So Earth is also making some gravitational field around it. So this can be possible that suppose this is gravitational field of Earth. So if suppose that if any object can escape this gravitational field, then Earth will be not able to apply any gravitational force. For example, each and every magnet has a magnetic field around it, and if I will place, suppose that this is a magnet, and this is north pole, this is south pole, and if this is a magnet, then this is magnetic field region, and if I will place any iron nail outside this magnetic field region, then what will happen? This magnet will not apply the force on the iron nail. Why? Because this is not in the magnetic field region. So this magnet can apply force only when this iron nail will be in the magnetic field region. like that, this earth can pull any object only when the object will be in gravitational field region. Suppose that if I will throw any object and it will escape gravitational field of earth, it may happen. I am agreeing with you that velocity will be more. If velocity will be more, if velocity will be very high actually, then only it will escape gravitational field. But there will be some velocity when it will escape the gravitational field of earth. So what I have written, that minimum velocity given to any object, so that object will move to a point where there will be no any gravitational field. हम लोग एक चीज और देखे हैं कि with increase of height, as the height above the earth surface will increase, then g will decrease, acceleration due to gravity will decrease. In my previous lecture I have derived this geometry. As the height will increase above the earth surface, then acceleration due to gravity will decrease. So here on the earth surface, what is acceleration due to gravity? G. That means k meter per second square. So as the height will increase 9.8 98765 3210. So at certain height, acceleration due to gravity will be how much? 0. That means if here at infinity, like suppose I am now considering a point infinity. At infinity, infinity is defined or not? Infinity is not defined. So at infinity, what will be acceleration due to gravity? At infinity means the height above the earth surface is infinite. So what will be acceleration due to gravity there? That will be 0. That will be 0. So what will be potential there? Now see potential. What is the formula of potential? Minus g m1 m2 by r. This is the formula of potential energy. This is the formula of potential energy minus g m1. What is the formula of potential energy? Potential energy formula is that. Potential energy formula is minus g m1 m2 by r. See this formula, I have derived this formula in my previous lecture. So if suppose r, so if suppose this r will increase, if this r will increase, then potential energy will decrease. And if suppose this r will become infinity, if this r will become infinity, then potential energy will be 0. If r will be infinity, then potential energy will be 0. Actually, potential energy at infinity is 0. What is potential energy at infinity? At infinity, potential energy will be 0. At infinity, kinetic energy will be also 0. Now understand this one. That total energy, if I will talk about total energy, so if I will apply conservation of energy, what is conservation of energy? Total energy initial is equal to total energy final. That is kinetic initial plus potential initial is equal to kinetic final plus potential final. So if I will conserve the energy, why? Because here I am not taking consideration that any friction force is working. There is no any friction, so I can conserve the energy. Conserve the energy, that means initial energy is equal to final energy. That means kinetic initial plus potential initial is equal to kinetic final plus potential final. What will be initial kinetic energy here? From here I am showing the object. Let's say this is mass of earth, capital M. Capital M means mass of earth. R means radius of earth. What is small m? Let's say this is our chest mass. So when I will show this, then let's say I am throwing it with a velocity VE. With a velocity VE. V means escape velocity. V means escape velocity. So escape velocity means escape velocity is minimum velocity. Minimum velocity given to any object so that it will escape the gravitational field. It is not maximum velocity, it is the minimum velocity given to any object so that it will escape the Earth's gravitational field. So what will be the kinetic energy here? The mass of the object is small m, velocity is v. So what is the formula of kinetic energy? Half mv squared. So half mv squared plus what will be potential energy? What is the formula of potential energy? Minus g m1 m2 by r. So minus g m1, that means mass of Earth, into chest mass, that means small m, divided by what is the distance between those two? That is re. So minus g m1 m2 by r. So this is potential energy formula, minus g m1 m2 by r. So minus g mv m by re. What is capital M? Mass of air. What is m? Small m is just mass. अच्छा, what will be kinetic energy final? So we know one thing, that when I will throw this object, then what will happen? Its velocity will decrease. For example, if suppose I will throw this with a 10 meter per second speed, then what will happen? After some height, this will be 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, and after some height, it will be 0. We know this thing, no? For example, see this one. At the highest point, what will be the velocity? 0. That means I am throwing it with some velocity, and at the highest point its velocity is 0. That means what is happening? Why its velocity is decreasing? When it is going in upward direction, its velocity is decreasing. If I will ask you why? Because Earth is applying a gravitational force in the downward direction, and that's why its initial velocity was initially 10, then 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. That means initially 1. And now see this thing. Now understand this thing. Suppose that this is our Earth's surface. This is our Earth's surface. Any object is here. Any object is here. And we are throwing it with some velocity. And let's say I am throwing it with some velocity, let's say v. Let's say v. And let's say this mass is m. So what will be kinetic energy here? Half mv square. So what will be potential energy of this initially? Initially I am talking. What will be the potential energy? This is initial situation. Let's say this is our initial situation, and let's say this is our final situation. So initially our object is on the Earth's surface. So what will be kinetic energy? Mass of the object is m, velocity is v. So kinetic energy formula is half mv square. So kinetic energy initial is equal to half mv square. What will be potential energy initially? Potential energy is mgh. What is the formula of potential energy? mgh. Since I am considering that our reference position is this. Reference position is this. That means initially mass is kept on the Earth's surface. That means height of the mass from the Earth's surface is 0. And when the height is 0, mgh. So h will be 0. What is potential energy? mgh. If h will be 0, then potential energy will be also how much? 0, because 0 multiplied by something 0. That means what is the potential energy of this object on Earth's surface? That is 0. Now see that when it will go in upward direction, then what will happen? Its velocity will decrease, right? Because Earth will pull it in downward direction. So this object velocity will decrease. Like say this, I will throw with 10 meter per second. So this will become 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. So at the final point, let's say velocity will become 0. So here velocity was maximum, and slowly velocity will decrease. But height will increase. Height above the Earth's surface will increase. And as the height is increasing, potential energy will increase. So actually, sum of kinetic plus potential will be always constant. For example, there was only kinetic energy, no potential energy, and at the highest point there will be only potential energy, no kinetic energy. That means at the highest point, final velocity of the object will be how much? 0. That means kinetic energy will be 0, but potential energy will be maximum. Why? Because mgh. So height is increasing, therefore potential energy will increase. Same thing is happening here also. See here, on this point, kinetic energy will be maximum. That means half mv square. And at the highest point, that means when the object will reach at infinity, then what will happen? Its velocity will decrease, because we know that when we will throw any object in upward direction, its velocity will decrease. So let's say that velocity of the object at infinity is 0. Velocity of the object at infinity is 0. So what will be kinetic energy final? 0. Why? Because half mv square. And what will be potential energy final? See, potential energy equation is G m1 m2 by r. What is the equation of potential energy? Minus G m1 m2 by r. So when r will be infinity, when r will become infinity, so something divided by infinity will get to 0. That is potential energy will be also how much? 0. So this equation is clear to you. Now see that how we will derive. Can we write that half a small m ve square? Why I am taking here a small m? Because I am showing this a small mass. So I have to take kinetic energy of this. That means mass of this object. That means test mass. Clear? Into V is what? Escape velocity. So half and V square plus into minus will be minus capital G, capital M E, small m divided by R E is equal to 0. Can we write this? So can we write that half small m into VE square is equal to capital G, capital M E, small m divided by R E. Now see, something will cancel. A small m and a small m will cancel. So what will remain? I am having this one. See from here what will remain? This will be VE square is equal to, this 2 will be multiplied with here 2G ME by RE. So V will be how much? Square root of 2G ME by RE. This is escape velocity formula. This is the formula of escape velocity. This is the formula of escape velocity. And this formula is very important actually. How you will remember this formula? See this. VE is escape velocity. Escape velocity. 2 is constant. Capital G is constant. What is the value of capital G? 6.67 into 10 to the power minus 11. This is mass of Earth. What is capital M? This is mass of Earth. RE, capital RE is radius of Earth. This is radius of Earth. Clear? You know radius of Earth. This is 6,400 kilometer. How much is the radius of Earth? 6,400 kilometer. You can convert it to meter also. How to convert kilometer to meter? Multiply it by 1,000. Clear? Okay. Now see that here each and everything is constant. If you will see here, 2 is constant, capital G is constant, universal gravitation constant, and that value is 6.67 into 10 to the power minus 11. Mass of Earth is constant. What is mass of Earth? 6 into 10 to the power 24 kg. Radius of Earth is constant, 6,400 kilometers. If you will put all this value now, if you will put all this value, then you will get escape velocity. Then what you will get? Escape velocity. Or what you can do, you can convert this formula into another form also. For example, we know this thing, that Gm is equal to Gr square. This formula also I told you in the previous lecture that you have to memorize this formula. Which formula? Gm is equal to Gr square. So this is converting. You have to convert Gm into Gr square. So इस फॉर्म में आपको कभी-कभी convert करना पड़ेगा. So what we will do? We will write like this, that V is equal to square root of 2. On the place of Gm, we can write Gr square. This G is acceleration due to gravity. This capital G is universal gravitational constant. So on the place of Gm, we can write Gr square. Clear? Divided by Re. So see, one Re and one Re will cancel. So what will be the formula? Square root of 2G Re. Square root of 2G Re. This will be the formula. So escape velocity has two formula. One formula is this one and one formula is this one. I am writing both formulas together. So one formula is V is equal to square root of 2Gm E by Re, and one formula is VE is equal to square root of 2G Re. This both formula you should keep in mind. And you know that you can derive it easily. Just what you have to do, kinetic initial plus potential initial is equal to kinetic final plus potential final. Right? So that derivation is easy. So you can derive it also. If you will forget, Gm is equal to Gr square. If you will put this formula, you will get. See here, capital G is universal gravitational constant. Whereas small g is acceleration due to gravity. Clear? You can put all the value here also. For example, For example, suppose that if you will put here a square root of 2, what is g? G is 9.8 or 10. Take it 10. What is radius of Earth? This is 6,400 kilometer. 6,400 kilometer. But we have to write in meter. So multiply by 1,000. So if you will calculate this value now, this value will come approximately 11.2 kilometer per second. If you will calculate this thing, this value will come approximately, you will convert meter to kilometer. So if you will calculate this one now, then this value will come 11.2 kilometer per second. That is what is escape velocity? Escape velocity of any object from Earth. If suppose I am saying any object from the Earth, then escape velocity is this much. That means escape velocity, write it VE, that means escape velocity from Earth is equal to 11.2 kilometer per second. You can calculate from here also. Capital G value you will place, that is how much? 6.67 into 10 to the power minus 11. Mass of Earth you will put, you know, 6 into 10 to the power 24 kg. And the radius of Earth you will put, how much? 6,400 kilometers you will convert into meter, and then you will get this much value. You will get this much value. That means when you will throw any object, from the Earth, then escape velocity will be 11.2 kilometer per second. What does it mean? It means that suppose this is Earth, and here is let's say someone whose name is Pinky, and if I will throw Pinky with a speed of 11.2 km per second, then Pinky will never return back on Earth. She will fly above the Earth. She will go above the Earth's surface. That means she will escape the gravitational field of Earth. And she will never return back on the Earth. This is the concept of escape velocity. Now, one question is coming, that escape velocity is depending on mass of object or not. They will ask you one question, that escape velocity is depending on mass of object or not. For example, if I will throw 100 kg mass, or if I will throw 1000 kg mass. So escape velocity is depending on this fact, that how much mass I am throwing. Maybe possible that if I will throw a child, his mass is 10 kg, and if I will throw Bahubali, his mass is 100 kg. So escape velocity is depending that whom I am throwing. Actually, escape velocity is not depending on that thing. Why? Because in the escape velocity formula, see, only mass of planet is coming. So escape velocity is mainly depending on mass of planet. इसका मतलब ये हुआ कि आप जिस ऑब्जेक्ट को थ्रो कर रहे हैं, इसके वेलोसिटी इज इंडिपेंडेंट ऑफ दैट. Escape velocity is only depending on mass of planet. For example, if you want to calculate escape velocity of moon, how will you calculate? √2 g is constant everywhere. This will be mass of moon. Here you don't have to take the mass of Earth. Then you have to place mass of moon, and here you have to take radius of moon. Clear? Because capital G is constant everywhere. So mass of moon by radius of moon. Clear? So escape velocity you can calculate on moon also. On moon, escape velocity is 2.3 km per second. So escape velocity on moon is 2.3 km per second. That means if you will throw any object with a speed of 2.3 km in 1 second, any object will escape the moon. It will escape the moon. But the Earth escape velocity is more high. See, this velocity is much more. In 1 second, an object has to travel 11.2 km. Can you imagine? In 1 second, if any object, you can throw any object with a speed of 11.2 km in 1 second, then the object will escape from the Earth's gravitational field. Clear? Achha, now see that sometimes they will ask you one question, that escape velocity is depending on R or not. So see here. Here you are saying that escape velocity is inversely proportional to radius of earth, and here you are saying escape velocity is directly proportional to radius of earth. So escape velocity is inversely proportional or directly proportional. So see here that actually there is a formula, density is equal to mass into volume, right? So mass will be what? Mass will be density by volume. Mass will be density by volume. Clear? So actually, if you will write that thing here, that mass is equal to density by volume. So volume is what? 4 by 3 pi r cube. So here will be r square and here will is re. So actually, when re will increase, then escape velocity will increase. If that means when radius of earth will be more, then escape velocity will be more. That means when radius of planet will increase, then escape velocity will be more. That means if there is any planet whose radius is very small, then their escape velocity will be small. If there is any planet who is very big in size, then their escape velocity will be more. Clear? So escape velocity is directly proportional to radius of planet. Escape velocity is directly proportional to radius of planet. Clear? So that all these things. So escape velocity, in the escape velocity, I don't think that you have any doubt. Okay? See here that actually what is happening. Here you are seeing that escape velocity is inversely proportional to re, and here you are seeing that escape velocity is directly proportional to re. So that confusion I am trying to clear. That here density is what? Mass per unit volume, right? So can we write that mass is equal to density into volume? Density into volume. Mass is equal to density into volume. So here you can write density into volume. On the place of mass of earth, can we write density of earth into volume of earth? Mass of earth is equal to density of earth into volume of earth. If I will assume that density of earth is not changing, then volume of earth is what? 4 by 3 pi r cube. Volume of a sphere, that is 4 by 3 pi r cube. So here will be r cube. Here will be what? This will be density of earth into 4 by 3 pi r cube. So here is re cube and here is re. So one re will cancel. Re cube. Clear? Here is re now. So here will be again what? Re square will left. What will left? Re square will left here. That means again this is directly proportional. Actually escape velocity, right? That escape velocity is directly proportional to radius of planet. That means if radius of planet will increase, escape velocity will also increase. Clear? Escape velocity is directly proportional to radius of planet. So copy everything. If you will have any doubt in the section, you can comment or you can message me anytime. Thank you for watching the video.